morning, everyone. It's an honor, really, to invite me to be a key speaker with the TMS. Honestly, it's one of the few gatherings that I really love to attend for many reasons. It's gather all the major players that we see in our world. As everybody knows, this region holds almost 40 to 50% of the oil reserves of the world. And this one, which start the whole energy regardless to any energy alternatives. We have now almost 10,000 vessels, or more or less, that's according to the last statistics that I've read. And all of those were built in economics, logistics, serving the energy. But things lately have been changing a lot. When I joined the KOTC and the trading world, they told me that the vessels and the market of the maritime is 20 years of the world, or let's say the investment cycle. Yet lately, things have been changing a lot. And probably since COVID, I would say, things have been changing in quite rapidly mood. Geopolitics have been changing a lot, affecting our business. The demand, OPEC and others have been affecting also the business. Dark fleet is also into that equation, and so many other things which probably the experts in this panel will have more a say on this than myself. But honestly, from what I've seen, things have been changing in a way that we should react with it in a quite speedy way. It's a fact nowadays that everybody's watching the news. They want to see what's happening to the tariffs, logistics, what sanctions is imposed in any country. How can we reroute those things? The world demand of oil is hovering around 103 million, 104. The demand is increasing with time. So there is every drop of barrel in a daily basis has to go somewhere. Yet we have to see how it's going to go. So sometimes the barrels that used to go from east to west will be vice versa. And that's because of the geopolitical situations that's happening. Tariffs is playing a big role. When we talk about tariffs, now we've seen the American, Chinese, let's say, I would call it tariff negotiation, is changing the route even of the vessels. So every vessel that used to go to the States now to have to divert to another destination. What I'm trying to say is that now the world is becoming more competitive, and we have to keep with whatever regulation is there, just to keep this drop of oil going to its own destination. It's regardless where those vessels will go, it has to deliver this energy to its destination. This is one of the fewest, let's say, conferences and gatherings that everybody can speak about the hurdles, difficulties that we face on a daily basis. Without hearing everyone and the obstacles that he faces, it's going to be quite difficult to solve things. There should be a voice for the IMO, for regulators, to see how can we overcome any obstacles that everybody faces. Everybody is nowadays thinking what's going to be the IMO regulation about the bunker. We know that the 0.5 sulfur have affected everyone, let's say, economically. We are with the green environment, but we have to watch out that, going in a speedy way into a quite, let's say, restricted specification will definitely affect the economics. And this is, without doubts, is driving, let's say, everybody into a job, driving even the end user. So if we're going to go in a speedy way to 0.1, that's going to be, there might be a scarce, the availability will be less, and the cost will be much higher. And so many regions will be affected. I'm going to talk, let's say, about KBC nowadays. We are thinking about so many ways to diversify. Nowadays, KOTC is serving only KBC. Yet, I was speaking to my colleagues just now, Mr. Khaled and Mr. Ibrahim and all distinguished guests. Nowadays, there is no strategic supplier. There is no strategic logistics. Everybody is running for the economics. And without coalition, without having a good say with everyone, there wouldn't be, let's say, mobility in our business. The cycle is not as it used to be. It's totally different. Economics is changing every day. Regulation is changing every day. I remember when it was single hole to go to double hole. This changed a lot of things. I think I would leave my colleagues in the panel, which is more experts than me, but what I'm trying to say, in those gatherings, we should focus in a vocal what we want to deliver to the IMO, to the world, to the regulators, because we are the one who's serving this energy. We are the one who's moving. We are the backbone of every oil drop in this world. Without you guys, without the maritime, I guess it's going to be very difficult for everyone. Aviation business during COVID stopped, but in our business or in the maritime, it increased, which shows how important is this one. It's really very difficult to describe things when we talk to maritime. Maritime usually cycle of long-term investment. Yet, I've seen things change so rapidly, and the trend of the trade itself have changed. We have to keep our voices and our thoughts together just so we can deliver, let's say, a good economical, environmental logistics. I don't want to take long. I think there is an expert in here which probably will give us better notes than myself. But again, I want to thank Travi for really his excellent organization. And what I've seen yesterday is something that I've been in conferences all my life. And what I've seen yesterday, it was a good, healthy environment for everybody to speak, to enjoy. And I think until midnight, I've seen everybody haven't changed theirs. So thank you, Trevor, for everything, and thank you for inviting me.